Hi guys, welcome to Daily Tips with Monica. I do appreciate you guys' love and I do appreciate you guys' support. Let's come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope everybody had a good Sunday, Saturday night rest. I know I did. Thank you guys so much for coming. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you come in. Hitting that like button as you guys um, come in. Hi guys. Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want you guys to see my flyer. I want you guys to be there or be square. I am going to be interviewing and doing a up close and personal interview with Get Lit with Mo about her mom life and her experience on YouTube. So welcome everyone. Good morning. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Just allow me a few moments, please. Morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Philly girl, Philly girl. Good morning, Melissa M. Good morning, baby girl vibes. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Thank y'all for coming. Good morning. Y'all had a good Philly girl. Are you still in Colorado? I love. Good morning, Jessica Fonte. Philly girl. Let me tell you, I love the sign with your man. I know he's not your man, but the guy you help. I love it. I miss you too, Philly girl. Oh my God, I miss you too. But I've been watching your videos. I didn't comment last night. I was watching, but I'm sorry. I didn't forgot. I just didn't comment. I'm sorry, but I did watch it. Good, good. Keep giving us them good videos you doing. Good morning, Melissa M. Good morning, baby girls. Bye. Um, good morning, Justin Fonte. Justin Fonte, keep doing those coffee and scriptures that you've been doing. I'm glad that you're doing that. It's more like you. That's more like you. So continue to do that coffee and scripture that you do every morning. I want you guys to I want everybody to find that niche or find that encouragement in Justin Fonte. That coffee and scripture, so what you do is very short and sweet. And I like you doing that. So continue to do that. Continue to do that. Good morning, Blog. How you doing this morning, Blog? You feeling well? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to drive that far for a signal. Jesus. But thank you guys so much again for coming onto the stream. Um, yes, guys. So I want to make sure you guys, before I forget everything, like I said, I will be doing an interview with Get Lit with Mo. It will be an up and close and personal interview. So make sure you guys come to that. Make sure you guys as well come to on this interview with Mo is going to be August the 22nd on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be doing an interview with the author Tracy Allen. Tracy Allen is an author and a writer, and she wrote "Don't Let God Smell Your Panties" and "My Panties Clean." I will be doing an interview with her. It's gonna be like a girls' night interview. It's gonna be a girls' night. It's gonna be a girls' night thing. So y'all look forward to that. Make sure you guys are subscribing to my featured channels for the month. That is Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls. Make sure you guys help them get to another goal. Thank you guys for the ones that have subscribed to her already. But make sure you guys are connected to Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls. Let's get them babies to where they need to be. Um, And then BJ's Good News, guys. That is my mom. Make sure you guys are connecting to her. We're trying to get her to a goal of 100. So if you guys have not connected to them, make sure you are connected to them. I'm gonna go ahead and before I get started, I'm gonna go ahead and drop their links because I want them to grow. And I know I've been kind of slacking on this, so I want to make sure that these babies grow, and then my mom get to a go. Good morning, Trisha. How you doing? Good morning, Trisha. How you doing? So make sure you guys are connected to Everyday Life with the Kelly Girls. And then my mom, we're trying to get her to 100. Make sure you are getting, she's at 57 subscribers right now. So make sure you guys are connected to my mom, BJ's Good News. So guys, make sure you are connected there. My mom will be coming out with a video today. So make sure you guys look forward to that. I hope everybody had, like I said, everybody had a good night rest. What we're going to talk about today, guys, is we're going to talk about the 6 worst type of manipulators. The 6 worst type of and how to deal with each one of them. First of all, stay far, 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 far away from manipulation. What people consider to be manipulation might be defined differently case by case. The common outcome is making the person feel uncomfortable. If they don't perform, they will of the operator, the ingredients, what they'll try to do, they'll try to put guilt on you, shame, or anxiety. When someone is manipulating you, they have a hidden agenda against being a straightforward person. It has to be converted into something else, like what the manipulated interests are and their desires. They make you feel guilty, ashamed, or worried, and in their statements, verbal statements, or they make you questioning your abilities, or they give out hints, stories, and compare you to other people. And it's all about their tone of voice, facial expressions, or gestures. When you find yourself in a toxic relationship like this, be aware of those manipulative tactics. And here are some tips that can help you with those things. I want to make sure that I make sure everyone is welcome into the room. Make sure you guys thumbs up the live, guys, as you come in. Like I said, if you want to share me out, share me out. Make sure everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. Make sure that everyone is having a good day. Please be respectful to the chat. Let's not disrespect me. Don't disrespect yourself, and don't disrespect someone else. Let's just be about that. So the first manipulator is the guilt tripper. A guilt trips can come in many forms. If you were a good blank, you would do this. If you love me, you would do this. If you knew what I've been through, you've been through this. How many of us have heard that from someone? How many of us have heard that from somebody? If you were a good girlfriend, you would do what I look over what the disrespect that I do. If you love me, you would accept my bad behavior. That's basically what they're saying. If you knew what I've been through, you would how can I say, you would feel sorry for me. So naturally it involves that if you don't do what I ask for, you aren't a good husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, parent, child, or it means you don't love me. And so what they say, you better comply. A guilt trip can derive from situations as well. Unfortunately, children learn how to use it very early. Like if a person like a mother have difficulties disciplining her child, Once she makes them accountable for their mystery, the person begins to cry. Jayla, she tries this. My little girl, she be trying to manipulate, but that's just children behavior. But grown folks is another story. Um, and what they do, they try to provoke guilt in the mother and to try to get them to stop disciplining them. So, and make that child feel comfortable knowing that, hey, I'm not gonna get a whooping. So what you have to do to fight back is you don't cave in, and even when feeling guilty even though you may feel a little guilt, but be firm about what you want to accomplish and do it anyway. You can accompany your decisions with comments like, "I'm sorry you feel that way, but I feel as though this is how I am going to handle the situation. I feel like your behavior, I cannot deal with your behavior, and I'm not going to deal with your behavior. So either either you change that behavior, or I'm out the door. I'm not going to deal with your bad behavior." You may feel guilty, and you don't have to take responsibility for the situation. Making you feel guilty isn't necessary based on the truth. Know that. But it's a way of you complying with their hidden agenda. So if a so what the first one is the guilt trip. Yes, yes. Watch how their attitude change when they stick to your boundaries. Yes, they'll be like, you know what? Then forget it. See, Jayla. So the guilt tripper, those are the type of people that will guilt you in trying to do whatever they want you to do. Oh, they want you to accept their mischief and accept the things that ain't good. Good morning, Bacon with Charlene. Make sure you guys, how you doing this morning? How's the children? Um, make sure you guys are actually recognizing when someone that is manipulating you by guilt tripping you into doing whatever they want you to do. Not that is right, but they just want to have their way, and they want you to go along with their lies or their mistruths or something that they know ain't right, but they want to guilt trip you into doing what they want you to do. So what you have to do is you have to have your own mind, even if you may and yeah, they're gonna have the tears, gonna make you feel like, look, this is my life and this is what I'm going, okay, and this is what I'm going through, and nobody loves me, and I just want to be loved, and but you know what, you have to fight, you have to get all that out the mind. You have to, and it may make you feel a little guilty, but if you like with your child, if you know your child behavior was not right, are you going to not whoop them, or are you going to go ahead and punish them? Or I don't say you have to spank them, but you know what I'm saying, punish them to let them know that their bad behavior is not acceptable. And you have to do the same thing with the adults. Let them know I am not. Good morning, everyday life with the Kelly girls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, good morning. How the girls doing? Um, so learn how to fight back. Don't always cave in. Don't even, I understand they're gonna make you feel guilty, and you may feel like am I wrong for doing them like that? But sometimes it's okay to feel like, what you're doing, I don't feel sorry for that, because simple fact that look at your behavior. This is what you're doing is not okay, and I'm not going to go along with it. You can't guilt trip me into doing something that you want me to do. This is my life. That's the first one. The second one is the silent treatment giver. I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I have read through these, and let me tell you something. I have read through them and picked them out and read through it. These are all everyone. I think everyone in our lifetime have come across people that are like this in some way in your life. You have came across a cross path with people like these that I'm talking about. So I'm saying I can relate to. I know you. If you guys can relate, I know I can relate to each one of these tips about these manipulators. So the second one is the silent treatment giver. The silent treatment works by what they do is they withdraw their communication, their emotion, and their sex from the target until he or she complies with what they want. It's like controlling their person's behavior by fear, the fear of disconnection, fear of rejection, and that fear of abandonment. But this is how you fight it. Don't show no fear. And don't ask them or nag them for to talk to you or for them to communicate with you. Respond in a neutral, easygoing manner. And just say, you know what, I see you don't want to communicate with me right now, but that's fine. You ain't got to say nothing, but I ain't gonna do what you want me to do. You ain't got to say nothing to me at all. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do what you want me to do. Says or you can be like, you know what, I'm going to do whatever I want to do this morning. And or you can say, you know what, let me know when you're ready to talk. Because I'm not finna deal with it. Just because you want to give me the silent treatment don't mean I gotta take it. That means you don't have to take someone's silent treatment just because they're not half getting their way. Good morning, K-Tay. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. So you don't have to take someone's silent treatment just because you ain't getting their way, because they ain't getting their way. You don't have to take someone's child and treat. You can say, you know what, since you don't want to talk because you want to have your way, and you think taking away your communication or saying that you love me, or you want to get stop having sex because you want to manipulate the situation for your good, so you gonna take all those things away just to make me do what you want me to do. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna show no fear. And I ain't gonna beg and ask you for communication. What I will do, if you keep on acting a fool, I will leave you. And you can manipulate someone else. Because I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. That's what you have to do. You have to let them know I'm not going to deal with your manipulation. Good morning to McRae Kingz. Good morning, good morning. Hey Joe and Tramel. Um, so recognize that silent treatment giver, the one that, and know how to deal with them. Like, they want to be quiet and not talk, and because you're not letting me have my way, or what I'm saying, I want to do something and you say, you don't feel comfortable with me doing it, so I'm just gonna give you the silent treatment. I'm gonna take my sex away. Okay. There's more people out here in this world that's willing to give, wanting to love me and respect me the way I deserve to be respected and loved. So guess what? If you want to cut up and act like that and be silent and think you're going to take someone away, you can hit the door. And that's just how it is. Okay, guys, the next one is, excuse me. The next one is the threatener. That is the person, I'm going to be honest, guys, those are the people that are connected. That's close to like domestic violence. And like I told y'all guys my story, I have went through that. And it has called, it is well known for domestic violence and even some famous crimes. Like, I will harm if you don't do what I tell you. Those threats operate trying to put fear in you to be afraid of them, and being afraid of them, you're not feeling safe anymore, or it could be blackmail to destroy anything that is important to you, like your career, your relationship with other people, or your reputation. But how do you fight that? If you know that you're in, and I'm telling you, any woman right now, if you're going through any kind of physical danger, escape and find refuge. escape and find refuge. I'm talking to women right now that are going through any kind of domestic violence situation. You don't have to go through that. You don't have to. And this is what we're going to talk about next week. We're gonna we're going to talk about, guys, next week. We're going to get deep into. We're going to do it like, I'm going to try to do like a little part 3. I'm going to do 3-part series of talking about the different forms of violence, domestic violence, and it could be physical, mental, um, emotional. We're gonna talk about 3 parts. We're gonna do 3 parts of it, and I want you guys to look forward to that, because I'm gonna tell you something. You don't have to stay in a physical abusive relationship. You don't have to. If someone is yelling at you and telling you they're gonna beat or put their hands on you because you're not doing what they want you to do, then I suggest you get out that situation. The more you give in, the less likely they will stop. So the more and more they you give in to them, their request, and they hollering at you, and they putting their hands on you, the more and more they're going to do, because they want to instill that fear in you. They want to let you know, I'm scared to leave, because if I leave, he's going to kill me, or he's going to hurt me. But you know what? Build that strength in your mind to know what, you know what, even though some people, it's hard to walk away, because I have kids. And I understand. I'm gonna be honest. And it was all because of fear. It was all because of fear and low self-esteem, and felt like that's all what I deserve. But when you get beyond that, and I'm being real, if you when you get beyond that and you realize the person in front of you don't deserve your goodness, and and you realize that you don't have to take that bad behavior, then you're going to feel a sense of relief. You're going to want to run away. I understand that people say it's so complicated because there's children involved. But with your children, let me tell you something. Would it be okay? Now, I'm going to ask y'all this now. Would it be okay if your children, when they grow up, they see you get beat all the time they were living? Do you want your child to be the same way? Do they want you to be abused? Abuse other women like you have been abused? Ask yourself that. I'm not talking about domestic violence. I'm just asking a question. Me myself, that what make me get out of the relationship that I was in, because I had a little girl, and I didn't want my little girl to think that it was okay for any man to put their hands on them for anything. I want my daughter to know a man's supposed to love you. A man is supposed to respect you and honor you, and treat you like the beautiful queen that you are. Because 9 times out of 10, if little boys and little girls see their mom get abused by their parent, their another man, they think it's okay. They think it's okay. So when they get older, they're going to think, hey, well, my mama dealt with it. Well, why can't I? My dad abused my mom to make her do whatever I want to do. So I'm gonna be hitting at my mama, and I'm gonna be hitting other women to make them do what I want to do. Yes, and they'll think that's the way love goes. You're right, Melissa. And that's not how love goes. Love never will hurt you. Love, if you truly love someone, love never hurts. It's exactly, Joseph. If they hit you, they don't love you. If they hit you, they don't love you. get out of that situation. I'm telling you, if there's someone that's watching this or watching the replay, and if you're in a domestic violence situation, find that love within yourself. Know that it could be one day that they go overboard and actually try to take your life. This is serious. I'm not saying you don't love your kids, but love your kids and love yourself. First, love yourself and love your kids enough not to walk out that situation, to walk out that abusive situation. And if you have to go to a home or a place of refuge, do that. You may just if you feel like I don't want to lose everything, you know what? Lose everything for your peace of mind. Lose everything for your peace of mind. That means if you just pack up your car and just leave, do that. But you have still have your life. You still have your children, and you are away for those things that are harming you. Okay, well, welcome, Mr. Kelly girl. So I'm not trying to offend anyone, but people use domestic violence as a way of manipulation. That's all what I'm saying. And you have to find that strength enough to know to walk away. Find that strength enough within yourself to walk away, because it doesn't get better. It only gets worse. Right, Joe. They don't realize they have lost everything already. Their self-esteem and their dignity. No one has the right to put their hands on you. No one. No one has the right to put their hands on you. You are not their child. Your mama raised you a long time ago. Okay, let me go move on to something else, because I could be on domestic violence forever. So, um, so guys, the next one is, I have been through this too. The self-esteem attacker. What they do is they put down your labels, they judge you or contempt you, or they roll their eyes at you, make you feel inferior to them. And that form of communication is criticizing your character. And it don't have to be always straightforward. It may be a little dirty comment like, only working girls are wearing lipstick in the daylight, or they'll just convert a way of saying you are a whore. Excuse me, just a minute, my baby right here. Hold on, just a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming, guys. So I'm sorry. So welcome everyone that has came. Make sure you guys have hit that like button. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Yes, it is a blessing to be alive. Everyday life with the Kelly girl. So what I'm saying is, we're talking about the self-esteem attackers. Those people that are attacking your self-esteem, telling you that, oh, when they get mad with you with your ugly ass. I'm gonna be honest. That's this type of people it is. They call you ugly. They sit here and point out all your flaws and all those things that. Good morning, the positive pusher. Good morning, the positive pusher. All those things, they point out all those things that are not right with you to try to make you feel like you're nothing. Make you feel like you're nothing. And what they do is they try to belittle you and shame you. They belittle you and they try to make you ashamed of who you are. You do what your manipulator expects you to do in order for to avoid the similar or disrespectful statement. And so what it does is it hurts your self-esteem. It undermines your self-esteem. And what you do to deal with that is, first of all, don't take what they saying too seriously. Just take it as a tool of control. Even your manipulator don't think that it's true. Secondly, never allow anyone to talk to you disrespectfully. Whenever you receive a comment like that, go come to them in a calm voice and just let them know what you're saying. I am not going to take your disrespect. I am not going to allow you to say disrespectful things to me. Disrespectful things to me. Disrespectful things to me, and say excuse me, y'all. I got a little girl and she's up, and I know, babe. Go sit down. Blog's not calling me here. Blogs is not talking to me. Sorry guys. Go sit down, baby. Please go sit down. Okay. So the so the fourth thing was the self-esteem attacker. So are make sure you guys are now allowing someone to attack your self-esteem just because they want to manipulate you into doing something that they want you to do. That's it. Make sure you are not allowing someone to manipulate you to and by attacking your self-esteem and attacking those things that you feel like are good. Don't make sure that they are not attacking you and being manipulative, letting you know, hey, you this way. Look at you. If it wasn't for I'm if how can I put this in a nice way? If Yes, right, Melissa. One thing I realized what they try to do is make you feel the way they do. They just trying to break your spirit. Yeah, that's all what it is. They're trying to break you down because they feel inferior. And once they make you feel inferior, then you're just going along with what they want you to do. And you can't be that way. So what you have to do is you have to let them know, I know who I am. And I stand firm on who I am. And ain't nobody gonna tell me that I ain't nothing. I'm somebody, and I know I look good. If you can't accept me for who I am, and you're gonna be disrespectful towards me, then guess what? Then we don't need to deal. We don't need to be friends. We don't need to be girlfriends or boyfriends. You just need to leave. Just leave. Just leave, and never come back again. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it is all about. That's what it's all about. Excuse me just a minute. Um, but yes, don't let those don't let those that type of individual make you feel as though you are nothing because they want you to have your way. They want to have their way, and they just talk down on you. You don't have to be talked down to. You can be loved and you can be supported. So make sure you are picking, choose who you are being in a relationship with. Make sure those people are uplifting to you. Make sure those people are not being against you. Because these are all the people. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This one type of manipulation. This is not what we call love. This is not this is not love. This is not love, guys. This is just doing what you want me to do. Just using you up. And then when they get tired of using you up, then Blogs is not calling me. Go sit down. So guys, the last thing is, then the fifth thing is the excessive criticizing. In some circumstances, criticism can be useful. However, it is less likely than people usually think. You reinforce desired behavior is much more fruitful than pointing out mistakes. More often than not, criticism is the means of controlling the other behavior by weakening their confidence and self reliance. People who are constantly criticized feel inferior and they allow themselves to be controlled in order to avoid criticism. So how we deal with that, guys, is what you do is you just ask for more critiques and tell them to be more detailed about it. And ask them, oh, what else you don't like about me? Then they run on this rant about uh and then they run out, and then once they done said all their little critiques, then eventually they're gonna run out of steam. If you Because you're not arguing with them, you just saying, hey, what all type of criticism do you have? Honey. So never be in defense and add more fuel to the fire. Because what they're going to do is they're going to try to prove you wrong. So um just because a person will try to manipulate you as well by doing what you want to do, because they criticize and critique everything you do. Oh, you don't cook good enough. Your food is nasty. Oh, you don't clean the house good enough. Um, I had guys criticize where they didn't tell me, they told other individuals. And it was all a lie. They manipulated other people's minds. Oh, Monica, now, how can you clean up the house and cook and clean the house when you're never at home? How do you have time if you're running the streets, if you always over your friend's house from sun up to sundown? How do you have the time to clean up and cook and take care of the kids? Yes, they had the good morning life with Simone and family. Um, Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. If I missed you, I'm sorry I don't see you, but thank you for coming. Stop it. So, um, yes. So, as I was stating, guys, um, let them criticize you. Their criticism doesn't define who you are. You know who you are. So, does the criticism really matter? Does the criticism really matter? Just say, oh, what else do you want to say? Oh, that's all what you got? And once they realize that what they're saying doesn't waver you one bit or the other, then they'll eventually stop and realize that, hey, really, I'm looking like a fool, and I'm sitting here acting a fool. And you know what? You don't have to take someone's criticism. You can always throw up them deuces and say, look, I ain't perfect. I ain't claiming to be perfect. But if me being in this relationship with you, and you're saying and you're criticizing everything I do, that means that I'm not good enough for you, honey. And that means that, you know what I'm saying, you too perfect for me. But in real life, you're too good for them. But they're just trying to manipulate your mind to make you feel like you're nothing. But Jayla, please go sit down and cut this down. So what you do is you just tell them, you're too good for me, since and I'm not upset, hey, I'll see you later. Let's bye. Life goes on, you're too good for me. And then they're gonna be realized sitting there thinking like, hey, really what I said really didn't make them feel no type of way. For what? Why I'm feeling some type of way when I know who I am? You put me down because that's the way you feel about your own self. So guys, the sixth thing is the competitor. Um, Jayla, y'all just allow me a moment. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. So anyway, guys, the last one is the competitor. That means uh th- this morning they will be the first one to dress up. Someone will bring home the better grades or will have better access to the new games. Whom will you spend the holiday with, me or with your parents? Sometimes parents use these tasks because it makes parenting easier on the account of the children, where the competition rules. There's always a loser. There's so how to fight back with this is there's always a way of cooperating and negotiating. Arrange the situation differently, set the goals differently, find out different things. Instead of who will be first today, say, please help each other to get ready on time. This is with kids. Keep keep in mind that compliance reinforces men manipulative tactics. So make sure you guys are if you have, like, how sometimes you have to some people will try to manipulate you to be in competition with who has the most kids, who has who gets up first, or uh who has the best cars. My house is bigger than yours, and things like that. You don't have to compete to live your life. Just live your life to the best of your needs. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses, honey. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Live to your means. That means if you ain't got the money, you ain't got it, and you just live to the best of your abilities, and you buy what you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, eventually that once that car leaves, let me tell y'all something. Once that car leaves the parking lot, it loses its value. No matter if it's a Lamborghini, a BMW, whatever, a Tesla, it's gonna lose its value. So live within your means. Okay, guys. So those are the daily tips that I do have, guys. I do appreciate you guys' love, and I do appreciate you guys' support. So we're gonna go ahead and recap for the ones that just came into the building. If someone has came in, we got like 15 more minutes, and then we're gonna I'm gonna let you guys go. The first thing is the guilt tripper. Um, the guilt tripper is uh what the guilt tripper does is they guilt you into doing making you they guilt you in making you feel bad to do whatever they want you to do. But instead, what you do is you stand firm, even if it makes you feel bad or not. If it's something that's not right, then you stand firm in what you believe, and um um and you just do what is best. Don't feel guilty, but make them take responsibility for their actions, and that means you don't feel guilty. You just say no. You say, I'm going to stand firm in my word. um the second thing is the silent treatment giver. That means someone is trying to manipulate you to do something for them by withdrawing their communication or their emotions or their sex. So if and what you do is, if they feel like they don't want to communicate with you, you find something else to do. And then once they feel like they want to talk, that's when you talk. The third thing is the threatener. That's considered like domestic violence. Don't let anyone manipulate your mind to or abuse you to do whatever they want you to do. Never be afraid. Like I tell you guys, never be afraid to walk out on a situation that is being more harmful to you than good. And like I said to you ladies that or men that are going through some kind of domestic violence situation, make sure you are walking away. Know that you are worthy of someone that is not putting their hands on you to do whatever they want you to do. The fourth thing is the self-esteem attacker. Make sure you guys are um what this person does. They attack your self-esteem. They try to put you down. They try to make you feel like you're not worthy. And what you do is you build your you have that confidence to know that what they're talking about ain't nothing, and that you know who you are, and that you know what I'm saying. You don't have to deal with anything that they're pushing out. And if they attacking your self esteem, then it's something about them that you that they wish that they had. But don't let nobody manipulate you and attack your self-esteem to do what they want you to do. And sometimes when you're dealing with a physical abusive person, once the physical abuse starts, if they don't are not physically abusive to you, they'll attack your self-esteem. They really do. They'll put you down. They'll put you down to make like you feel nothing, so they can keep you down and have your self-esteem down. So when they abuse you, so think about your self-esteem is down, they're abusing you, and you just sitting there taking. They have you thinking that what they're doing to you is okay. And the fifth thing is the excessive criticizing. So there's someone that's always criticizing everything that you do. They just pick at everything you do. They to make you feel like you need to do more. But what you need to do is good morning, correct code 6. How you doing? Thank you for coming. If you have not connected to me, make sure that you leave a comment on one of my old videos so I can get back with you. Thank you so much for coming. Um, so you don't allow yourself to be controlled to avoid criticism. That's what they're wanting you to do. They want to criticize you to keep you down to where you can be the person that they want you to be, not your individual self. Never be in a relationship you feel like you got to change. Like me, guys, or make yourself feel like you dumb yourself down to make them feel inferior. That's what manipulation really is dumbing yourself down, is putting yourself down to make someone else feel inferior. And when someone match your fly, that's what I call it. When someone match your fly, you don't have to do that. Y'all should be able to come together and mold together. And you should be able to be yourself, and they should be able to be themselves, and y'all can come together as one and build on something. Well, see, when people are manipulating you, that means they feel like you're too much for them, so they have to bound you down. They have to bound you down in order to feel for them to feel lifted up. And so what'll happen to you is your self-esteem is low. You allow them to walk all over you, and you feel like what they're doing is okay when in real life it actually ain't. So that's, to me, that's what manipulation is they try to manipulate you to bound yourself down so they can come up, because sometimes they're not on the same level as you. So that's why sometimes we have to be careful who we be in a relationship with, because I'm gonna be honest, like, if you're dealing with, say for instance, you're dealing with someone that, I got 10 minutes, dealing with someone that, like, you're not really a street life kind of person. They all in the street. They all they know is the street. And you one of those women that, like, God, you work, you want to whoop. Stop acting. Stop acting. And you get with this person, and they don't really have their own like that. They don't really, be honest, they really don't have their own like that. But and then when they get with you, they want to ride your car. They want to lay up in your house. They move in your house real fast when they know you are a self-made kind of individual. They'll move in your car, drive your car, drop you off at work, make you feel so special. But they still don't feel, they don't have the confidence in themselves to move themselves up. Good morning, official D Spot. Good morning. Thank you for coming. So Jayla, what did I tell you? Don't mess this up. You go sit down. Once I get through, Mama will hold you. Go sit down. So what they'll do is they'll try to bring you down, because they know that you are already in the part of your life where you need to be. But what they do is they try to bring you down to make them feel lifted. And they'll have your mind down and make you feel like you ain't nothing. So they can feel like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm driving your car, I'm dropping you off at work, but I'm still doing the same thing. I ain't adding no value to your life. I ain't planning on adding value to your life. I'm just trying to use what you got to feel like I got something. That's manipulation at its best. Um, so guys, let me see. What's that one? And then the sixth thing is competitor. Don't try to compete. Like I always say, don't compete where you don't compare. So you don't have to compete with someone to know what you have and what you got. Honestly, if you don't have to have, just because someone else has something doesn't mean that always you got to go get it. Stay where you at. Stay where you at, and be grateful for those things. So, um, so guys, those are the tips that I do have. Um, I hope you guys got something out of it. I just want to tell you guys, don't let people manipulate you. Don't let people manipulate you in situations that they're not good for you. Don't make no one make you feel like you're not good enough. They attacking your self-esteem. Um, don't let someone make you feel as though you are not good enough and that you deserve physical violence. You don't deserve that. You ain't that child. You ain't got to be controlled by no one. You should be able. Thank you, D. You should be able, and I'm gonna be honest, you should be able to be loved and loved correctly. And that means being respected, being honored, being feel like, what I'm saying, them being that person that lifts you up, adding value to your life. If someone's not adding value to your life and you just going through the motions in a relationship, then guess what? It's not a relationship. Y'all just going through the motions of just being together just to say you have somebody. Who wants that? No one. So don't let nobody manipulate you in your mind to feel like you deserve what they putting out, because you don't. So guys, those are the daily tips that I do have, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Make sure you guys go over to the McRae Kingz. I know that I think at Joseph, I'll never get this stuff right, but the McRae Kingz, they want you guys us to go to church with them today. Their pastor, he is a very powerful man of God. He has a message, and I'm telling you, he got a message every Sunday. So make sure you watch the McRae Kingz at I think y'all coming on at 12, right? Y'all coming on at 12, Joe? I think they're coming on at 12. Um, Make sure you guys look forward to connecting to the McRae Kingz. They always got a message on something, you know. So make sure you guys, and then tomorrow, guys. Okay, so at 11, so at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, they are broadcasting their pastor. And at 12:15 Eastern Standard Time, they will be on. So y'all look forward to the McRae Kingz, guys. And as well, guys, I am going to be doing a up close and personal interview with Getting It with Mo. I hope you guys can see the flyer, the thumbnail. I will be doing an interview with her on August the 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I will be doing another interview with Tracy Allen, the author and writer Tracy Allen, August the 28th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's it. And then if you guys want me to ever talk about anything, you already know you can email me at mjjfamily 2020 at gmail.com. Guys, I will be going on live later on today. I will be doing a live mukbang with my kids. It will be a back to school mukbang. If you guys want to come on and encourage the kids, because like my kids go back to school, they're not doing virtual school because I have to work. So thank you, D. Thank you so much for coming. If you ever want to come back again, man, come back. Much love to you. And I'll be coming around. I'll be coming your way. But as I was saying, I will be doing a live mukbang with my children. It's going to be a back to school mukbang, and just to encourage the next child and the next mother that has to work. So if you guys want to come on the live and encourage the kids, then I'll be more than happy. Or pray over the kids, whatever you want to do, we'll be more than happy you doing that. So once again, guys, don't forget, I'm gonna put this on the screen. Don't forget my brothers, y'all. Don't forget my brothers. 11 o'clock, they're going to be broadcasting their pastor. And at 12:15, they will be on. So make sure you guys are supporting my brothers, Joseph and Tramel McRae. They always got something good to talk about as well. All us together, we are all considered the TBT squad. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. Oh, hello, RE Gameplay. I'm about to get on out of here, but I will come your way and give you some support. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys again so much for coming. I appreciate you guys. Like I always tell you guys before I end my stream, don't let anything or anyone steal your joy. If they didn't give it to you, they can't take it away. And y'all have a happy Sunday. And I see y'all on tomorrow. My premiere will be at I think 12:30. It's gonna be after McRae Kingz from now on. Starting this week, we're gonna do a trial. Me and the McRae Kingz. I'm gonna go on after them, so don't expect me in the morning. Expect me at lunchtime, around 12:30 Eastern time. I think that's the time. If not, Joseph and Tramel will tell you on their live. I don't forget the time. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.